Good afternoon and welcome into the Daily O. I'm Brody Myers. The city of Stillwater is looking for resident input on how to improve the town. They want our input through the TIME survey. TIME stands for Together Investing in Municipal Excellence. They want to know how you would describe Stillwater, what roads need improvement, and what our goals as a community are. Becky Taylor, the director of this program, said, quote, "While not everyone may see eye to eye, most of us can agree we want to live in a community of excellence." At top of mind for the city of Stillwater is to replace Fire Station number 2. That's the fire station located here on campus by Hideaway Pizza. Stillwater Fire wants the new station to be on the corner of Western and McElroy. If and when the new station is built, OSU plans to repurpose the historic building. Well, it was a wet morning, but skies have cleared and it is a beautiful day right now. Here's Josh Weisel with the weather. Josh?
Thanks, Brody. Taking a look at the forecast for right now across the region, like Brody said, it's cleared out. We had storms across the region, and just to show you, we'll put this into motion real quick. I'll show you the line of storms that moved through the area this morning was severe. Now, we weren't in a tornado watch, but areas in western Oklahoma City actually saw a tornado this morning. There was some damage near the Mustang area, and then we even had some tornado warnings just south of our county this morning. So it was a busy morning to start off the day with. So if you woke up this morning to a few alerts, we didn't have anything in Stillwater, thankfully, but to our south, we did have an active morning across the region. Now, taking a look at the regional radar view across the plains, this is that system that moved into our area, bringing us those severe storm chances the last couple of hours this morning and into the overnight. And in fact, it's actually so strong, I'll show you just in a second, it's actually bringing snow to the northern U.S. But for now, that line of storms is moving to the Chicago area and it's going to be pushing off to the east. There could be some more showers overnight. But here's a look at that snow that I was mentioning in parts of the Dakotas, even into Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, and Nebraska. We've seen several inches of snow and even at times up to a few feet of snow in some areas. So it is a very strong system. And then as I take a look over here, down in this little area just to the south of the Mitchell area, north of Omaha, there's been some tornado warnings as well. So you have severe weather next to snow up in the northern plains. So that's a look at the regional radar view. Closer to our area, this is a look at the forecast for this evening and tonight across the region. And what you're going to see, mostly clear skies for the next couple of hours, then turning partly cloudy overnight into tomorrow morning with a low rain chance. The overall low tonight is going to be 56. We're going to start off the day with that. 30% chance of rain, 6 a.m. through 7 a.m. And really not going to be as bad as it was, but like I said, can't rule out maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm overnight into tomorrow morning. There is low rain chances tomorrow. Moving on real quick, I'll show you. This is the overnight forecast across the region. 56 in Stillwater. For our friends in Tulsa, we're expecting a low of 58. 57 Oklahoma City, 58 in Norman. All right, so taking another look at, I believe it's the Futurecast radar coming up in a second. Okay, tomorrow afternoon, 74 degrees for the high. It's going to be slightly cooler than it was today. We're sure excited that we have these fall-like conditions across the area. So if you are enjoying these temperatures, I'll show you my 10-day forecast in just a second. The temperatures are going to get even lower than this. But for tomorrow, a cold front's going to move through the area from the northwest. It's going to bring a low chance for some showers and storms across the region tomorrow, but nothing like what we've seen yesterday and on Sunday. So really not expecting any sort of widespread severe weather, just some scattered showers and thunderstorms. 74 Stillwater, 76 Oklahoma City, 74 in Tulsa. All right, so here's a look at the allergy forecast for the area, and really there's been a big area of relief. So if you have any sort of allergen problems, take a look at that. Pollen is low. Overall air quality issues are low. Mold is at a moderate. That's because we have had that rain and the moisture in the area. So mold is at a moderate. I'll move on and show you what those categories are individually for the pollen. And as you can see across the region, weed pollen is at a moderate. Tree and grass pollen are low. So that's some good news. Still, you'll want to be making sure that you're taking the proper allergy medication just because we do have some pollen lingering in the atmosphere. All right, so here's a look at that 10-day forecast real quick. And like I said, the temperatures are going to be getting lower the next couple of days. Friday, take a look at that, 65 for a high. And then we could even see some 30s for lows across the region, as our low on Friday into Saturday is going to be 40 with a low chance of rain. I'll step out of the way real quick so you can see low chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday. Highs are going to be in the 60s with lows in the 40s, and we're pretty much done with those hot temperatures for now. So that's the good news with that. We're going to be experiencing more fall-like weather. That's a look at this forecast. I'm going to throw it back to Brody at the news desk.
Josh, I was excited to break out my jacket yesterday and again today. Hopefully, we're done with those 100-degree days. Captain's log, star date 10/13/21. That's the day Star Trek fans will remember their beloved Captain Kirk William Shatner became the oldest person ever to travel into space. Jeremy Roth has today's look at this.
Actor William Shatner has made history, blasting off with the crew of a Blue Origin rocket at age 90.
Start. 2, 1.
To become the oldest person ever to travel to space, to boldly go where people much younger than him have pretty much already been. Shatner's trip to suborbital space and back was a short one, only about 10 minutes, but that didn't keep throngs of fans from being excited about the voyage.
I thought it was really, really cool that somebody from Star Trek was actually going to be going out into space.
But at 90, he's done it all. Why not?
Live long and prosper.
As a celebrity, Shatner will likely never be able to slip free of his bond with Star Trek, but at least as an amateur astronaut, he was able to slip the surly bonds of Earth, boldly going toward the very stars that made him a star, if only for a short time.
I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary.
What goes up must come down. Such was the case with 4 cooling towers at a retired UK power station that were brought down in spectacular fashion by a controlled implosion. UK-based DSM Demolition shared impressive video of the operation that leveled the nearly 300-foot structures that were the last of 8 inoperative cooling towers at the retired Eggborough Power Station in North Yorkshire. The company says the demolition is part of a plan to redevelop the site. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
You know, the oldest person before William Shatner was Wally Funk, Oklahoma State graduate. In other news, Oklahoma State is breaking the ice into the world of hockey. Jacob Thompson has started OSU's own ice hockey club. I caught up with him last week to get the scoop.
Oklahoma is not exactly ripe with hockey. OKC's minor league hockey team ceased operations in 2015, and there's certainly no plan for an NHL team. But students from across the country come to OSU. Some of them have a passion for hockey, but with no real outlet. Until now. Oklahoma State officially has its own ice hockey club. Jacob Thompson had a chance encounter with a VP from the Baylor hockey team, and thus came the idea for OSU Hockey.
And he was telling me about how he got started and that the Dallas Stars actually called them wanting to build a rink in Waco. Yeah, like a year after they started, right? So that kind of gave me the inspiration. Well, okay, they can get the Stars to call them and they can start it up. I think OSU can have a team because OU has a team and UCO has a team, right? So why doesn't OSU have one?
OK State Hockey is no small deal. They've got a schedule with teams from around the region like Texas, Baylor, Texas A&M, and more.
So it'll take our program a few years to be able to build up our skill level, to be able to play them competitively and make it entertaining to watch so it's not like a blowout or anything.
Now, about 60 schools sponsor officially sanctioned NCAA hockey teams. The closest one to Stillwater, however, is at the United States Air Force Academy, located about 600 miles that way.
The Cowboy hockey team has 19 players, and all the expenses add up quickly. Currently, with the team dues and private fundraising, they have raised approximately half of their $20,000 goal for the season. For donations from the general public, they currently have a GoFundMe set up, which has raised almost $8,000. Thompson hopes OSU students with a passion for hockey can involve themselves in the team for years to come.
The ultimate goal, like maybe not in the next few years, maybe in the next 10 years or something like that, is to get a rink in Stillwater. Because UCO has a rink right next to them and OU has a rink right next to them. But each year, I think we're going to be building up with more players, better equipment, more fans once the word gets out more, higher level of hockey.
For the Daily O, I'm Brody Myers.
You can follow OSU Hockey on social media at OK State Hockey. And it didn't make it in the story, but Jacob told me they're going to be selling beer at their matches. Look out. Taking a quick look at what is coming up on campus the next couple of days. Tonight over at the Botanical Gardens, OSU is hosting Yoga in the Garden. Get your relaxation on tonight at 5:45. The cost to attend is free. Also tonight, the Student Union Activities Board and Residence Hall Association is hosting a pumpkin painting event. The event will begin at 6 p.m. and will be held on the North Dining Lawn. And tomorrow, the infamous Pack-A-Critter event comes to the Student Union Plaza from noon to 2. You can make your own stuffed animal, but be quick. Only the first 200 people in line will be able to take home a critter. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow with yet another edition of the Daily O. Until then, I'm Brody Myers. Good night.